Morning Washington.
Well, listen, rain or shine, we should always take care of our skin. Period. But what does that look like from season to season, especially in these hot months? Well, here to guide us on how to best protect our skin this summer is Mindy Green of Mindy Green Beauty. Welcome to Good Morning Washington.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Yes. So I think let's just jump right into it. Your brand, MG Beauty, or Mindy Green Beauty, which is so cute. Cute branding. I love it. You've seen everything. You've been in this business a while. But let's talk about sun protection. Where do we even start?
Everybody needs sun protection because some people think when you're darker skinned you don't, and that's everybody needs sun protection. And you want to make sure you're using at least like a 30 SPF when you're getting products. And then just make sure it's formulated for your face if you're using it on your face, and then for the body if it's on the body.
Okay, I love that. And I also think it's important, sunscreen isn't just, to avoid a sunburn. It's also, to protect you against cancer, and those things are genetic. And so sunscreen is much more than just to prevent sunburns, which I think people forget.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the makeup wearers, because layering the sunscreen with the makeup, how do we go about this?
Okay, well, get a moisturizer that has sun protection built in. Okay. That's a good start. If you're oily, get something formulated for oily. If you're dry, get something formulated for dry skin. And then you can put a primer on too, especially because it's so humid right now. We're in the sauna, something to help keep that makeup on. And then you can put like a setting spray to help lock it in.
Okay, because what I'm hearing is layering can be okay. Because sometimes I'm worried about like, if I put on the sunscreen and the primer and the setting spray and the foundation, there's too much going on, I'm just going to be oily. So sometimes I skip parts. But you're saying don't skip, right? It's important to...
if you're doing primer, just where you're oiliest. This time of year. You don't
so
need
it's not
it
a full
everywhere.
face.
I wouldn't put it everywhere, just where you're oiliest. So if it's here, T-zone, stick to T-zone.
I'm learning so much, you guys. If you ever see me oily on TV, this is why. It's because I need advice like this. All right, so we talked about a little bit season to season. Should we be changing up our skincare routines?
Yes, definitely. I mean, because I tend to get oilier in the summer because I'm combination. So you may notice your skin changing. Like in the wintertime, you might be getting drier. So you're going to need to tweak it to adjust to your skin's new needs.
What would you say, just as a professional in this field, what is maybe a common misconception about skincare that you can debunk for us?
That it has to be expensive to work.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's a lot of great drugstore brands, but hey, if you can afford that pharmaceutical grade, hey, bless you. But you got that kind of money, but it is great stuff in the drugstore.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
No, absolutely. Yes. Most of my stuff is drugstore.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest here. All right, so for the person just starting out, maybe they don't do anything right now, which, does that make your skin crawl a little bit?
Nothing? Okay.
Okay, yeah, just nothing, like bar of soap. Where should people start with taking care of their skin?
I'd say get on a good 3-step cleanse, tone, moisturize. I mean, there are some bars made for the face, so it depends. Like, I don't want to call out brands, but you just want to make sure it's formulated for the face, not so much the body when you're putting it on the face. And then you need that sun protection. You need eye cream as well because you got the aging and burning rays of the sun. That's why you need your sun protection. Very important.
Absolutely. So read labels, make sure you're getting what you need for your skin. Take a second to acknowledge. How can people tell maybe when the right time is to switch their skincare routine? We talked about seasonal. So when should I switch over to a different maybe primer or a different moisturizer?
Well, you'll start noticing when you wash your face, if it feels tighter, if it feels drier, then you know you kind of need to tweak it. Or if you just don't put anything on, after a few hours you're like feeling tight or you're feeling oily, then you know, okay, my skin's kind of adjusting.
Absolutely.
To the different seasons.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people are scared of switching up their routine. Sometimes you're worried about acne and all that stuff. But don't worry about it. Listen, you've given us some great advice today. Where can people go to connect with you and learn more about your services?
So on Instagram, MG Beauty, and then online, mgbeautymakeup.com.
Love it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. This has been wonderful. And we got more Good Morning Washington right after this break.